students, already we have started lesson number 8, pollution, and in that, in last videos we have studied about the air pollution and the water pollution. In today's video we will discuss about the soil pollution. Okay, up to the 7th standard you have studied about the information related to the soil, and you have studied the physical, chemical and the biological properties related to the soil. Now what is the mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion means the wearing away of top layer of soil. It is called as the soil erosion, and you know that top layer of soil is known as the fertile layer of the soil. Out of total land area, in that some area is covered by the ice, some area of land is covered by the mountains, hills, and some area of land is covered by the desert. Therefore, very less area of land is available for human use. When we say that water, that just like a water pollution, air pollution, in that we have studied how it get polluted. Just like of soil also get polluted. And when we said that the soil is polluted, soil is get polluted, or we say soil is to be polluted when there are changes in its physical, changes in which in its physical, biological and chemical properties. It means when physical, biological and chemical properties of soil changes due to the human activities, due to the some natural reasons, at that time we say that the soil is polluted. So in soil pollution, first we will do discussion about the effects of soil pollution. In effects of soil pollution, total 3 points I have written here. Let us see that one by one all points. In that, the first point is about the soil fertility decreases. Now soil fertility means what? Soil fertility means the ability of soil to supply the essential plant nutrients to the plant. It is known as the soil fertility. And this soil fertility decreases due to the mixing of salt or the acidic water which is released from the industrial or industries that purposes. So in that, when acidic and the salty water get mixes into the soil, because of that soil fertility starts to decrease, and this is the first one important effect that we can see in the soil pollution. So first point or first effect, which one is there? In that, soil fertility of soil starts to decrease because of the soil pollution. Now the second one point is radioactive and other pollutants enter into the food chain. Different types of the radioactive substances releases when atomic researches are there, different types of the scientific researches are there. During that, some types of radioactive substances starts to release, and when it get mixes into the soil, with that some other pollutants also there, which is occurred because of the man-made activities and because of the nature. So such toxic substances, radioactive substances get entered or get mixes into the soil, and when such polluted soil mixes into the water through the rainwater, it affects or it shows the water pollution also. And with that, such radioactive and other pollutants when enter into the food chain, it goes through the from soil to the crop and from crop to the human brain, and from that we can see different types of diseases starts to occur in the human brain. So this is the second one effect is there, which causes or which we can write in the effect of soil pollution. Now the third one effect is related to the problems of water pollution increases. Now only in this point I have told you that how soil pollution also responsible to cause the water pollution. When toxic substances directly get mixes into the soil through the rainwater, such polluted soil get mixes into the nearby water bodies, and from that such polluted soil get mixes into the water, that water also get polluted. So problems of water pollution also starts to increase due to the soil pollution. So in effects of soil pollution, main 3 points are there. In that the first one, soil fertility decreases. Second one, radioactive and other pollutants enter into the food chain, and through the food chain it directly affects, it goes to the up to the human being, and it affects upon the health of the human being. And the third one, problems of water pollution also increases. So these are the points for the effect of soil pollution. Now let us see the next point about the relationship of soil pollution with air and water pollution. Up to last standard you have studied different types of pollutions occurs because of the different types of the activities of human beings. For this all pollution, some natural reasons are responsible and some are man-made reasons also there. But there is a one type of a relationship in between the soil pollution, air pollution and the water pollution. So we will do discussion about it in this point. Now the first point here I have written wet waste. Now when if wet waste is dumped at wrong places, instead of composting, sometimes what happen that disease causing pathogens starts to occur in such soil, and if such polluted soil get mixes into the nearby water bodies, at that time it is responsible to cause the water pollution. So wet waste when we dump at wrong places, it also one reason to cause the water pollution. Now the second one reason is excessively spray insecticides and weedicides. That for agricultural purposes, when that in excessive amount of insecticides and pesticides are used, at that time it directly get mixes into the air, which is responsible to cause the air pollution. And with that, excessive use of chemical fertilizers, when chemical fertilizers get mixes into the soil, and during the rainy season such polluted soil get mixes into the water and water becomes polluted. So soil pollution is responsible to cause the water pollution, and with that in agricultural purposes, when insecticides, pesticides, chemical fertilizers are used, at that time if we will use it in excessive amount, at that time it directly mixes into the air, and it is the one reason to cause the air pollution also. So this is the relationship in between the soil pollution, air pollution and the water pollution. After that we will see the next point. The next point is about the pollution prevention and control. That Government of India has enacted laws for control, for regulation and for the prevention of pollution, and these are laws regarding to the pollution control. Total 3 laws I have written here, which are enacted by the government. Let us see that. The first one law is related to the water pollution and prevention act. It is enacted in which year? In 1974. So this law is enacted by the government to control, to prevent the water pollution. Then second one law is related to the air pollution and Prevention Act 1981. The year in front of each act I have written here year, because in that year that law was enacted. So Air Pollution and Prevention Act, it is given for to control, to prevent the air pollution. And the third one law given related to the environment. Which act is given there? Environmental Protection Act 1986. Whatever that rules and regulations are there related to the protection of environment, that all are given in to this act. And what is the act is there? Environmental Protection Act, and it is given in 1986. Again related to the some biomedical waste, related to the some harmful influence related to the solid waste and the sound pollution. Some laws are enacted, some rules are enacted by the government, and it is supervised by the Maharashtra Pollution Control Board or the Central Pollution Control Board. By that which type of work is done by these all boards? They supervise about the whether industries, municipalities, panchayat samitis, gram panchayat follow the laws about the pollution control. So with this point, which one points we have studied in this video? Soil pollution. Related to soil pollution, we have studied about the effects of soil pollution. After that, we have studied about the relationship of soil pollution with air pollution and the water pollution. And as a last point, we have studied here pollution prevention and the control. So with this point, our lesson number 8 is completed. Thank you.